I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Murray now, eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give for Taylor running right side.
Get off the field.
This defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Love with it here. 3rd and short yardage. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense. And
he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Makes the score Colts 7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And that is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Love. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love.
You know
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Indianapolis.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Being chased out left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll run on first down. Taylor.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They go bootleg. Love sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A big play there on the scramble. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now Murray off play action. Out to his left. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action. Love to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Indy.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 99 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Over the middle to Beckham. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Final play of the half, Love. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jared Cook, as time expires in the 1st half. And the Colts have taken the lead on the final play of the 1st half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Love. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Love now. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Love. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll run with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him in contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. Not much there, only a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll roll him out right. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least, that went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Rolling to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down and 4. Play action this time with Love. It's complete to Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The good run on followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Love from the gun. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the 1st.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Love. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Touchdown Colts. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the move to his left. He's going deep for ground. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's Brown. And that's good.
Wow.
For 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's checking.
Murray to air it out again. Forced out to his left. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Connor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Dillon. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's his 12th rushing touchdown, his 14th overall. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And the Colts first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.